my desire is to create a $10 million endowment fund to foster personal growth and entrepreneurship. So I'm going to give you some information right now that I can promise you this, if you really pay attention, and I would encourage you, you should have pens and paper. So lesson number one, if you really want to be successful, you want to have pens and paper. You want to make sure that you're a student, especially when you have the opportunity to listen to successful people. I'm going to give you some information today that I hope you will be able to see your own personal vision, something that you really want for you and your family that will allow you to take what I'm going to teach you and put it into play. So real quick, on your feet, another lesson. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. You do that by the way you conduct yourself. You understand? Repeat after me. Dramatic wealth is a virtue.
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 I'm open and receptive to any ideas and people
I'm open and receptive to ideas and people
that will help me to achieve my goal of dramatic wealth. I'm open and receptive to any ideas and people
I'm open and receptive
that will help me to achieve my goal of dramatic wealth. I'm open and receptive to any ideas and people
I'm open and receptive
that will help me to achieve my goal of dramatic wealth. I am worth $100,000 per month.
I'm worth $100,000 per month.
And I love sharing it with those in need.
And I love sharing with those in need.
I am worth $100,000 per month.
I am worth $100,000 per month.
And I love sharing it with those in need.
And I love sharing with those in need.
I am worth $100,000 per month.
I am worth $100,000 per month.
And I love sharing it with those in need.
And I love sharing with those in need.
Through perseverance, I am creating
Through perseverance, I am creating
the financial dynasty I so richly deserve. Through perseverance, I am creating the financial dynasty I so richly deserve. Lawyer, what do you want to be when you grow up? Music producer, you.
Music producer.
Music producer. Police.
Football player and investing in my own business.
Football player and investing in your own business. Service, Marines. So here's the deal. Each one of you that said that you want to be something, tip number one, success tip number one, write it down. Have any of you ever heard that before? You have? Okay, put it down in writing. Do you understand it? It's important that you start to really hone in what it is that you really want to do with your life. I don't care what it is. I first said that I wanted to be financially free when I was in the 10th grade of high school, because I knew that I didn't want to have the life that I grew up with. So I threw myself into sports, and I knew that business, either real estate or business, would be the way for me to get there. Put your dreams, your aspirations in writing. Do you understand? Okay? The next thing you want to do is you want to find a mentor. Do you know a veterinarian? You don't. Okay? Do you know how would you go about finding one? Okay. And then what could you do? How hard would it be to find one? It would be easy. Okay? Here's the deal. How many of you have seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness? Do you remember when the guy came up in a red sports car and Will stopped him and says, "Ooh, I have two questions for you." Here's what he said. These are $1 million questions. Here's what, another tip. Ask these two questions. You ready? What do you do? And how do you do it? What do you do? And how do you do it? You say it.
What do you do? How do you do it?
Again.
What do you do? How do you do it?
Again.
What do you do? How do you do it?
Okay. Now, if you got those answers, then you can go to work, right?
Yes, sir.
And now this is what happens with mentors. If I give you some things to do, and then you go do those things, do you think I'm more receptive if you come back and ask me something else?
Yes.
Why?
Because you did whatever he told you to do.
You didn't waste my time, right?
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
See, you got to take advantage of every opportunity And you got to be that hungry one.